everyone, and welcome to the Predicted 11. I've got to ease my neck in here because the camera... We're camera shy today.
Camera shy.
Camera shy. We're lacking in cameras, apparently, like, you know.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. And if you have a quick look now, James, who's behind the camera, is going to pan, like, you know what I mean? So, look.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Oh, he is good at the panning.
He's
though.
very good.
He's a good
So
panner.
he's going to have to do a bit of overtime here because he's going to have to pan, like, you know. But here we are, Predicted 11. We nearly got it all right the other day, or didn't we? Well, let's face it, we didn't.
We didn't.
Mikel had a mad one, like, you know. But before we start, we've been looking at the comments, haven't we?
Been looking at the comments and
we've been slagged off, mate. But basically, you have, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's all me.
It's all you. Keep doing this, him, and that, like, you know. So we're not gonna do that no more, are we, mate?
No, what we do is, because we're such good guys, we take your comments on board, unlike other pages, other channels. But we're going to note down to not say him, because there are a lot of audio listeners.
Yes, we didn't know that, like, you know. So none of this.
Yeah, and well, still can do that, but let's just specify who we're discussing. Yeah.
Of course, we all said, that's it, pan properly. Like, we all said that Victor Gyökeres is going to get an hat-trick. We was wrong.
We were wrong.
wrong.
And that can happen.
It can happen. Well, we're going to see, like, you know. So, listen, massive game. They're all massive.
Yeah.
And we've had a nice little week off. We didn't do one on midweek because, do you know what? We didn't have a midweek game. Everybody else had a midweek game in the League Cup or the Carabao Cup.
Yep.
And if we beat Crystal Palace, we have Chelsea in the semi-final. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got to beat Crystal Palace next week, which we're doing a predicted 11 for.
We will be doing that.
And probably just before Christmas.
Yes, I believe we are filming it Christmas Eve.
Well, no, because the game's on the 23rd.
Right.
So,
okay, I've got my calendar mixed up.
So like, I do believe Christmas Eve is the 24th. I'm pretty sure, like, you know. But anyway, we're doing that. I think Monday. I think we're back in Monday.
Cool.
I think I'm in Christmas Eve. Are you in Christmas Eve, James? Like, yeah. Probably, like, you know. Yeah. Can you put us in Christmas Eve?
It's disgusting.
You know what I mean? There's only one person that works Christmas Eve, and that's Father Christmas, Robbie Lyle. Like, you know what I mean? But there you go. Everton, 8 o'clock kickoff, Saturday night. We're going to go along with what we think, or predict what we think is the starting 11.
Well, let's start
With
in
him.
goal. David Raya.
David Raya. Raya, everybody goes in goal.
David Raya is
goal.
who we are discussing, and he is going to go in goal as he should be.
Yeah, and listen, didn't have a lot to do on the game against Wolves apart from pick the ball out the back of the net.
Yep.
But I don't think that's an issue. Like, you know. Right back's going to be an issue now, like, or is it? Because I think we've only got one right back now, and I think it's going to. I'll tell you what, it's going to be really more interesting on what sort of side we pick up Crystal Palace, because it's a little bit of a free-for-all where I think we know what we're going to go for here.
Yeah.
But I'll be very surprised if Josh Nichols, who's not on here, by the way, gets into the squad, because he is a right back.
He is.
So I think that he could be in the squad. But for me, it's got to be our man Timber. But are we going to risk him to play 3 games in quick succession, and also playing called Saturday and then Tuesday? So this is where this team, I think, next Tuesday is going to be. Listen, before we go into it, are you thinking that this is the
ultimate game?
Not even thinking about what happens there.
No.
Strongest team available.
Yep, 100%.
And then like see what's available for Tuesday.
They've had a week rest. Hopefully that's enough time for them to have properly recharged. They haven't had that I don't think since August. I don't think they've
It's
had
been a long
week off.
time.
So hopefully they've recharged and they can go in and do it again. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you're competing on all 4 fronts. You have to compete on all 4 fronts. Obviously, it doesn't help that there are some injury woes. However, these players have to be prepared to play a lot of football.
Yeah.
And there's no excuse. You are a professional footballer. I understand it's not easy. I understand you're a human being, but you're a professional footballer and you have to play every game possible. He wants to play every game he can. Everyone here should be wanting to play, and I think they do.
Yeah, of course they do. Like, you know. So listen, Willie comes in.
Okay, so let's just clarify. Lee.
Julian Timber.
Why do you always say Julian? It's Jurien.
Julian.
Jurien Timber.
Why
Is
can't
that
it
right?
just have a normal name, like, you know? Jurien.
Okay, first centre-back. He's back. What's his name?
Billy Saliba. William Saliba, and good to see him back. We didn't predict that he would be back, but hopefully Mikel learns his lesson and puts him on the right-hand side of the defence. And this is going to be an interesting one here, where we go here. I've got a little feeling for this one here. Like, I think these two are sorted. I've got a little feeling, because he played Nketiah out at left back now, I think he may bring Calafiori into play. But be mad, in my opinion. But
that's an interesting point you make there.
I think, I don't know. For me, it would be Calafiori. Nketiah, Calafiori in that role, like, you know. But
what you're saying, Hincapie is centre back and Calafiori left back.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think he'll do that as well.
But why did he put him out at left back? It's got to be one of the most weirdest decisions that he ever made.
Well, I think that Arteta signed Piero Hincapie.
Right, put him down there like that.
As a left back. I think that he signed him as a left back. You know Arteta, he likes to have these centre halves that can play out wide, you know. Jurien Timber was a centre back, he now plays right back. Ben White was a centre back, he's now a right back. Calafiori plays centre back for Italy, he's a left back now. So I think that anyone across this back line can play at the full back, and I wasn't too confused, but I did think that Ben White could have probably done with maybe a rest.
Could have done with it. Should have had a rest.
Yeah.
And Miles Lewis-Skelly should have come in. By the way, Miles Lewis-Skelly, when he did come on, played very well. Like, you know, good performance. And I felt made the manager make a mistake there. What are you going for, Calafiori?
Calafiori's got to play left back.
And that is what you say. We are predicting that. Or are you going to predict that? What are you saying?
Again, I'll say I think it might depend on...
There's no mights. What are you predicting?
I think it depends on when we've got the ball and when we don't. So when we don't have the ball, I think it might be Calafiori at centre-back and Nketiah at left-back. I think when we do have the ball, it might be Calafiori playing a little bit up here. Yeah. He's not going to be... Calafiori likes to float, doesn't he?
So those players are better. Don't confuse it. I'm going that, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm going that.
But in saying that, I would have to say I was... Look, mind-blowing decision from Mikel. I thought a decision that, you know, I think cost Ben White an injury, right, at the end of the day, and I think that we wasn't great because of it. Like, we changed too much of the back four. Fluency of the whole team was not great. And listen, I do not want to see another performance like Wolves ever again.
Yeah,
right? Ever again.
I think that they know that as well.
Yeah.
They know that they were poor, and that's what's important. And
did you mention that to all the players? I see your video.
Maybe I might have.
See like Declan Rice, Saliba.
Look, they all know.
Eze, did you have a word and say, Eze, get your finger out, or was you quite polite?
I was quite complimentary.
Very good. That's what I like.
You know, I'm not a gaffer. I think these boys.
Marino was there as well.
Marino was there.
Kepa was there as well, like, you know.
Kepa was floating in and about. Do you know what? Kepa, he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
and he knows his role. You know?
Yeah. So.
Anyway,
good. Who's going in at...
We'll just confirm the back five.
Go on in.
David Raya in goal.
Yeah.
Jurien Timber right back. Two centre halves. On the right side, William Saliba, Piero Nketiah on the left side, and Ricardo Calafiori at left back.
Brilliant. Well done. You've done that very well, that segment.
Let's go into the midfield here.
But I think Zubimendi didn't train, but I'm going to say Zubimendi's fit, so he comes in.
Yeah, I agree with that. He did not train.
Yeah, he didn't train. He trained... They had a couple of days off, didn't they? And the first day training, he was in the gym.
Okay.
So...
yeah, he's got to play.
Yeah, and I think that he's had more minutes than a few of the others as well. So maybe he just got an extra day off, you know what I mean? People looking too much into that, like, you know. So, listen, he plays for me.
Okay.
I don't think there's any argument
Nope.
on that one there. Declan Rice
plays inside there. Now, there's a big conversation to be had.
Is it? I think it's out of... in my order, this is how it should be, in my order. I don't think him...
Oh, who's him?
Sorry, Mr. Martin Odegaard. Sorry about that. Mr. Martin Odegaard. Or Mr. Eze have done enough. I would put Ethan Wanyeri in, but they're not going to.
They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do it. Perhaps it's Everton away. So I'm going to go with tried and trusted.
Martin Odegaard in the 10.
And I personally think that Mikel will as well.
Can I tell you what I see him maybe doing? I see him resting Zubimendi and playing Eberici Eze inside there.
What, going like that?
Yeah.
Is that too open against Everton? Listen, I'm happy with that.
Lee, we need to see a little bit of excitement. Do you know what it sort of reminded me of a little bit? Southgate's England, where everyone on the pitch is unbelievable. But are you letting them have fun?
Yeah,
are you letting them enjoy their football? Are you playing too reserved? Are you holding certain players back at times? Do you realise how good your team actually is? I think Arteta does realise that, but I don't know, now that the pressure's on, if he's willing to take the handbrake off and see what can happen. I think he's...
If he does do this,
Yeah.
right, he's in last chance saloon. Forget, Attrick is giving him a lot of credit in the bank, but his last two performances against Villa, and I mean in Eze when I say this, have not been good enough. Villa and Wolves have not been of the standard to be saying that you merit a place in this team. I'm going to go along with it.
I think that Eze is being asked to do things that he should never have come to the club to do.
What's that, defend?
Defend.
You've got to defend.
No, you don't have to defend.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I mean, yeah, you do. But if you want to defend, then he should have bought Morgan Rogers. Or he should have bought someone else. Eberici Eze is not a defender. You put him there and you let him do a little bit of magic. That's what he's for. That's what he's done his whole career. He's never been asked to track back. He's never been asked to pick up Matty Cash at the back post. That's not what we bought him for. We bought him because we needed creativity, we needed directness, and we needed a spark. And he is that. Right.
So he comes in, and in that system, then he should flourish in that.
I think he should. I want to see. I kept referring back on the preview to the Newcastle game. He wasn't defending. He wasn't coming back. He was having fun in the middle, and I think it was probably bar Spurs' best game in an Arsenal shirt. That's what we bought him for.
Right, okay.
He should not be asked to defend. That is not his bag. That is not Eze.
Listen, they shouldn't have bought him then, because in the Arsenal system and Mikel's system, there's no passengers when it comes to defending. When you haven't got the ball, everybody has a job to do. When you have got the ball, everybody has a job to do. I don't think that you can have players and go, oh, well, with the... Listen, you go back to the Invincibles, there was certainly a little bit of that with Robert Perez. Perez would be given a little bit more of a licence to not get back than anybody else in the team. But what did he do? Produced. So that is something that I think that you need today. If you're going to play him on a game against Everton, he has got to produce. That is Eze has got to produce. Martin Odegaard, by the way, is not getting away with this. I think his work rate means that he gets a little bit more of a break than Eze, if you want. But these two, they're in the team to create. Mm-hmm. And this is their opportunity to do that against a very, very good, stubborn Everton side. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I would personally go with that as well.
Zubimendi, yeah? Benching Zubimendi?
Yes, for that one there. I don't think he will.
Okay.
I think that Eze will probably leave, or Odegaard be left out. But I'm happy to go with that.
This is what I want to see. I want to see a midfield trio of Eze, Rice and Odegaard. I want to see fucking shots coming in from all of these three. Yeah. Shots. Shoots.
What about Zubimendi though? Because he does he knits things up very, very well. I think he's been an outstanding signing for us.
I think he's been our signing of the summer so far. However, I think he's a great asset to come off the bench potentially if we need a little bit more control in the midfield. Okay. If it's not working out, then you take one of Eze or Odegaard off. If it is working out and we're 3-0 up, then sit tight on the bench, Martin.
And be ready for Tuesday.
Be ready for Tuesday. I think that we have to blow Everton away. I do not want to go into this game I want to respect the opponent.
But I know what you mean.
Absolutely fucking...
Yeah, I get that. So
I want to see a
you want to see a little, I want to see us on the front foot, and I want to say it like, none of this controlled football, like waiting for things to happen. Let's go and make things happen.
Let's go and make things happen. That
make
little spell we had after Trossard scored against Villa where we were all over him, I want to see that for 90 minutes.
OK, right, we'll go now. Let's move on to the strikers. I don't think it's going to be any debate on who plays on the right-hand side, so let's just lock that one in.
Let's lock Bukayo
Saka in. I thought out of he was the only one on Saturday that could walk out of that stadium with his head held high.
I don't disagree.
You know, Declan done it in the second half, but overall, with the whole game, he was. If it wasn't for him, we don't win that game.
And that's why he's.
And that's why he's where he is.
Yeah, he's Sir Bukayo Saka MBE.
That's it. I like that.
He's our franchise player,
and he proved it, and he proved his worth on Saturday night. Right.
I think very frustrating that I would have been very frustrated if I was Noni Madueke.
Yeah.
Didn't get a minute.
No, didn't get a minute, and he won't get a start in this game neither, unfortunately. But he will play, and on Tuesday night he has got to come in and prove it. There's a few players that are going to stay on here that will play on Tuesday night, and it's big games, and we'll mention them in a minute. But the big decision, there's a big decision. I think there's 3 players in for this role. Mm-hmm. Mikel Merino, Gabriel Jesus, who I think's done fantastically well coming off the bench in the last couple, and Victor
Gyökeres.
Victor.
Well, I've just had a thought now, and on the preview I said I'd start Gyökeres, but I sort of want to go a little bit old school. I want to throw it back the years a little bit to 2022. I want to put Gabby Jesus up top.
I don't think he's ready yet. I'll be honest. I want to see that on Tuesday night.
Yeah, you make a good point. He will start on Tuesday
night. Listen, I'm going Gyökeres. I think like when you played your big game, you paid the big money.
Come on, Vic.
There's no hat trick. There's no hat trick coming, but I want a good performance and a goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not asking for hat tricks. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for a good performance and looking like you're going to score goals.
Looking like you want to score.
Yeah. So it's a big game for him, I think, like, you know what I mean? So I think that it's going to be for that there. Leaves the left-hand side. I think you could, again, Jesus could come into this, but for me, I think that, and I can't believe I'm saying this, because I weren't saying this at the beginning of the season, and all fair play to him, like, you know what I mean? I think Trossard is the number 1 in that position at the moment, like, you know.
I would agree with you. I thought he was brilliant when he came on the other day.
I thought he was, and I think that he comes in, he's had a week off now, get a little bit fresher and fitter. Listen, everybody knows my feelings about Martinelli. I love him. I think he worked, but I think he had an opportunity in these 2-3 games to really nail a place down on this left hand, and he didn't do it.
Well, he scored a worldie against Bruges, but it wasn't enough. The overall performance wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Trossard is. The thing is with Trossard is he's always good for a goal. I feel
scored
like
winner a couple of years ago at Everton.
He did a lovely goal.
Lovely goal, right? You know what I mean? So, I think he looks dangerous when he plays. Just at this moment in time, form. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Gary Martinelli, I think, will get on at some stage in this game. This game could suit Martinelli a little bit more, because if they do push up, but I don't think they will. You know, he has a big game on Tuesday where he's got to start proving himself, really. I do believe that.
What can I ask you, what do you want to see from this team on Saturday night? What is one thing that you really want to see?
I want to see us perform and win a game of football where people turn around and go, wow.
Like a Bayern Munich?
Yeah, a game like that, a game where you think, wow. Under a little bit of pressure, let's be honest about it. Let's be really brutal about it. We're not going to be top when we go into this game. We're going to be second. So there's going to be a little bit of pressure. The lead and the points we've had would have been whittled away. With that brings pressure.
Yeah.
Go out there and put in a performance where everybody goes, yeah, they're
good side.
They're a good side. The pressures, they're not going to buckle this season.
No.
And I think that this is a game that we need to. We've not won on our last 3 games away from home. can't continue, Matt. It can't. You've got, if you're going to win the league, you've got to start winning games away from home.
And it's another tough away day. Everton are a good side.
It is. But teams like Spurs went there and won comfortably. Who did they play? Someone there won there. Some teams just went up there and won 4. Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle battered them, yeah.
Newcastle battered them.
And they're missing a lot of key players.
And at the end of the day, Newcastle were under a little bit of pressure when they went up there and got the result. We are undoubtedly under a little bit of pressure. We need to win. But I want to see a solid, good performance. And I understand that we've not got that at the back at the moment that makes it. But we've got all of our forwards available apart from Havertz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously Max Down's not, but Max Down won't be in the starting lineup. If you was to say, right, what is your midfield for a cup final or whatever, all of them are available. Not saying that you see you play, but Marino's available, Gabriel Martinelli's available, Noni's available, Gabriel Jesus is available, Zubamendi's available.
Yeah.
Miles Lewis-Skelly is available. Norgard's available. It's still a very, very strong team going into a very, very busy Christmas period.
Yeah.
And if you'd be really honest about it at the moment, we're only from our starting lineup at this moment, you would say, he's the only one that you're missing. He's the only one that's missing. So you've got to start turning in performances and winning games of football convincingly. If you're going to win leagues, I'm saying it now, you've got to go to the likes of Everton and get the performance and get the result right.
I really just want to see players having fun. That's what it is. 22-23, that season, although it didn't work out in the end, for the majority of the season, the reason that we were picking up such good results is because the players were having fun.
Yeah, enjoying it. Being released of it. Listen, that is a great defence. If you want to bring in Zubamendi instead of one of these guys here, you've still got enough protection for these guys to go have fun. Yeah. Go and enjoy yourself. Listen, our front three, right, at this moment in time, is the reason that we're not 5, 6, 7 points in front of it, because they've not 5. Now, one of the reasons it will say that is because we had a lot of tough away games, blah, 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 right? Well, you had Wolves at home, right? As an attacking unit, you failed. You've now got this game against Everton, you've got Brighton and you've got Aston Villa, which is going to be a real, real tough game. This front 3, front 4, front 5 has to start working. Yep. It has to start from him. I'll do that again. Martin Odegaard, Eze, Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Them 3 have got to fire. These guys, Saka and Trossard, I think have done okay. They've been all right. But it's Gyökeres, Eze, Odegaard have got to fire.
Got to start shooting more.
Shooting, scoring, creating,
shot.
making it difficult for defences to get out of their box, because we keep getting the ball, rotating it and things like that. So it's a massive, massive game.
Yeah.
But there we go. We've predicted our 11. We'll be back, which, I'll be honest, the next one's going to be a little bit more fun, because we don't know who's going to be. There's going to be lots of changes. But hopefully we're getting the result, get the win. And
your prediction?
2-0.
2-0. Okay.
Gone 2-0. I think it'll be a tight 1-0 for quite a while, and we'll nick one right at the end. But I don't think it's going to be pretty. But what's your prediction?
I said 2-1. Again, I think we'll go 1-0 down. I think we'll nick it late on. Just gut instinct. There's no tactical analysis behind that. Just an instinct.
But listen, Arsenal have to win this game. I know I say that quite often, but have to win these games. But there are times when you can have a draw, and I don't think a draw at Aston Villa would have been the worst result, even though we lost that one. And you know, when you look back, Sunderland is a difficult one. But luck comes into it as well. Man City go to Sunderland in a couple of weeks' time with 6 of their players missing on the effort. When we played them, they was all there, But that's football. It's the luck of the draw.
There's no excuses.
No excuses. We're not looking for excuses. Get the job done. We're out of here, and we'll see you next time.